and unfortunately, it is very soft.
Oh.
That's it.
That's it? Oh,
Yep.
this is the softest puppy, guys.
Jim, why don't you pet the dog?
Okay, you can. Everyone who wants to pet the dog can go ahead and pet the dog. The dog, as far as you can tell, from being this close, from actually petting it, from even being able to, you can't. It doesn't smell weird. It's not acting weird. A gun doesn't come out of its mouth with a fully grown human hand aiming at you and then firing immediately.
But that would be fun.
But that would be fun. For a moment, you think that might happen, but it doesn't.
Yeah, YouTube's just waiting for kind of like the hounds for it to just suddenly grow 8 times in size, like 3 more mouths, 800 more teeth, just become something unnatural.
I mean, they did say with Tyson that they wanted a house and a dog.
How's this thing not eaten by now?
I guess we'll find out.
Where's
Should we just
Sally,
keep
puppy?
going? We need.
Once you say Sally, the puppy will start to wiggle and bark, wanting to be let down.
I put it down.
It will start to run through the brush.
Sally's area, I guess. I guess we should follow it. And he just kind of like shrugs. We don't really have much else to go on.
All right, I followed the puppy.
The puppy gets easily distracted. The puppy will occasionally bark at a plant and then fake bite at it, like lunge, and then sneeze and then run away. It seems to be going on a general path, but it does get easily distracted.
Well, it's probably nice just to look around the jungle as we go anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marisol's keeping an eye out.
As you go through the jungle area, you will notice that there are monsters present, what you would consider to be horrible mutants. Mutated snakes, alligators, a lizard with 2 large, very strongly built biceps that is holding a stone axe in its hands, a bird with what appears to be a chainsaw for a beak, but those monsters are all dead.
What the hell? What? This zone doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, everybody saw that, right? We're just...
There's like dead monsters?
Probably Starman's doing, right?
Maybe Avicii did it to punish her or something. He's a big jerk.
It could be anything, but we haven't really run into a lot of aggressive things here. Just the plants, really.
There is a dog, just saying.
Yeah, but it's not been particularly aggressive, just adorable. Look at it.
Who's
We
a
haven't
good
seen what
puppy?
it does to predators, rather.
When you say who's a good puppy, the puppy freezes, turns around, and starts running in a circle.
Now, where's Sally?
Starts running again towards the path. It freezes and starts to bark, though. In its path ahead through a clearing in the garden forest jungle, there is a monster that is still alive. Just a shambling, horrible-looking mutant with multiple arms and growths on its back, different skulls fused into its body, shambling through. The puppy freezes and then barks at it again.
U2's gonna whisper like as quietly as possible, just go, "Nobody move. We don't know if it can see us."
The monster turns its head towards your group and makes a kind of weird chittering, and then it freezes when its head snaps towards the puppy. And then it turns and begins to run, and the puppy chases after it.
We should follow that, right? That's...
Yeah.
I mean, the puppy's kind of been our guide, and if that thing's scared of it, I feel like we're in good hands. We did pet and pick it up.
That's
Yeah.
gotta be someone's dog around here.
Yeah, I'm sure Sally made it or something. I don't know. I guess we need to keep up, and you two will kind of start following where the dog went.
Mia's right by his side.
Marisol gets her whip out and follows also.
Okay.
Smoke's just trudging right along.
Once you get through the brush, the monster disappears through some plants, and the puppy dives in after it, and then you hear a and then silence.
Yuji's gonna look at me and just go, "I don't think that snap was the puppy.
What was it then?
I think the puppy took care of that thing." And Yuji's gonna start inching a little closer to see if he can see through the foliage what occurred.
The puppy is standing on the horribly mangled corpse of the monster covered in gore.
Oh!
Whoa, cool dog.
Yeah, and Yuji's gonna just look at everything and just look at me and just go, "Yep, I was right."
Yep.
Well,
I
I mean,
Are you a good dog?
It just kind of just runs around in a circle
you're just
again.
taking the dog on its word?
If I keep telling it's a good dog, maybe it won't eat us all.
Holy shit.
And he's like, okay, so at least we're friends with the apex predator, so that's kind of good, right?
I like this dog.
Okay,
Yeah.
little guy. We're Sally. Oh, actually, do you know a way out, little guy?
It's ignoring you so that it can chew on one of the arms of this thing and try to rend it off. It's just shaking it in its mouth.
U2 looks at the group and is just like, should we help it? I don't want to touch that thing, but I feel like if we help it, it won't hurt our favor.
Yeah, Simone was already kind of going over to kind of help the dog.
Okay.
Do you also want to study this weird mutant?
If you get near what it's chewing on, it'll kind of growl.
Just let him have it.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he can do it on his own.
It takes a while, but it eventually wrenches the arm free of the socket, picks it, like holds its head up so that it can drag it along, and starts running on the path it was on previously. As if it were carrying a bone or a very large branch, it's just dragging this terrible looking mutant arm with it.
Yay! Mia looks a little green, but she's following anyway.
Eventually, you will be led to another clearing where there is a table set up and a glass of what looks like some kind of tea, and Salipimienta kind of sitting there with her legs crossed, reading from a book. She looks surprised at the appearance of the puppy and is almost too distracted to notice your group. Come here, Juniper. Put that down. Put that down. That's dirty. It's dirty. Juniper, put that down. She gets up, puts down her book, and then begins to chase the little dog who's running away from her with the stick arm in its mouth. Juniper, back. She's just chasing this dog in a circle until she finally is able to catch hold of the mutant arm. You can see her having a tug of war with this dog. Now, you guys have fought Salipimienta. You know physically she is extremely strong, and yet it seems like she's actually having some issue getting this away from the dog.
Yeah, I'm glad we made friends with the dog, guys.
Marisol looks really confused.
She finally gets the arm out of its mouth. I have to give you a bath now. Greetings, humans. I see you found Juniper.
Hi, Sally. And U2 gives like a small wave.
I like your dog.
Thank you. I like him as well.
You seem to like lush environments, I see.
On Io, we were working on different technologies that may help to turn the surface of the planet into a more habitable environment. I decided to devote my scientific knowledge to this effort. One day these plants and these animals may thrive on a terraformed Io. Until then, I will simply continue to work on this. None of you have sullied my garden, I hope.
No.
Your dog attacked a few things.
Yes, yeah. I have trained Juniper to exterminate pests.
Oh, okay. Then we've been good then.
Well, Juniper is never wrong about what is a pest. So I suppose that is a passing grade and you may survive for now. Why are you in my garden?
Sugar Ray kind of rushed us out of his room and we ended up here.
Why would Sugar Ray rush you out of his room?
Avicii was showing up.
I see. Well, it is good then that he rushed you out of his room. Avicii is prone to fits of boredom, and he finds you humans to be very amusing. He no doubt would seek to amuse himself further.
Hey, if you don't mind my asking, what's so special about Io? There's so many moons.
Io, according to the history as taught to me by Avicii, was where the remains of the All-Father landed. Cannot say why.
Who is the All-Father, if you don't mind us asking?
He is the progenitor, the first of our kind.
So you're all from his blood?
That is correct. We are all variants of the perfect code which he possessed. Offshoots. One day we may evolve into a perfect form, as Avicii is so close to doing.
How do you evolve? Do you know what it takes, or is it just kind of at random?
According to Avicii, it is through age, but he suspects that through battle, we may be able to accelerate the process, and so he has decided for his amusement that we are to do battle and test his theory.
How did you seed this place?
The All-Father possessed a surprising amount of biodiversity in his body. Within it were contained information, seeds, like you say, for every species on Earth. He was, well, the perfect and complete organism, the totality of life.
Oh,
Whoa. So he's like the perfect terraform person.
Yes,
That's real cool.
I fail to see why that is cool. Could you explain?
Well, you could go to any world and make it really green and full of life.
Juniper the puppy runs off and disappears into the brush again, and you can actually see one of the tall palm trees that is visible from where you are just crack and then fall over. Sally whips her head around. Juniper, no! I need to discipline that dog. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, just that you could go to any planet and make a really cool place full of life.
Yes, I believe I could do that.
You could like go terraform Mars right now.
Avicii suggested that after we wipe out all of humanity, I terraform the moon, and then that would be the perfect test run for Io.
what about, when you left Tyson suddenly, he was really pretty hurt about it. Have you really just dropped all that?
If you think about it, you could really just terraform Mars and with Tyson if you really wanted to. But
Who-
I suppose
Who is Tyson?
What?
Who is Tyson?
You
Do you not remember Tyson?
I have never met a Tyson.
and you two kind of looks at the others. Did he have a different name when he became a Starman? Does anybody remember that?
He tries candy.
Yeah, he can turn himself. He eats a lot of sugar. You and him danced a lot. You drank olive oil.
What is olive oil?
Guys, I think
It,
Avicii might have wiped her memory.
That's terrible.
I believe, as you humans like to say, you have me confused for someone else.
hey, Sally.
Is there more than one Sally?
No.
Sally, when it
Then
comes
no,
to
we
Juniper,
don't.
yeah, when it comes to Juniper, what gave you the idea to make such an adorable little dog, as we call them on Earth? Is that a recent project?
Yes, I do not know.
How old is Juniper?
A few days.
Do you remember what gave you the inspiration?
No, my brothers tell me that I am simply very good at creativity, and so that is why I made Juniper.
And do you believe them?
Why would I not?
It's just a couple days ago, you were on the moon with us, and you did talk about wanting to own a dog someday. You don't remember that discussion at all?
These sound like lies. Humans
No.
lie all the time. Avicii says so. Why are you lying to me now?
Avicii lies
lied
all the
too.
time.
That is not true. Avicii is wonderful. He is wise and powerful, and he is merciful to all of us.
Do you call what he did to Sugar Ray merciful?
Sugar Ray didn't have the warrior spirit. He needed the warrior spirit. You're trying to confuse me. You're trying
No,
to
There's
use
no,
your mind tricks.
there's no mind trick here.
Yeah,
It
we
is
must.
just the truth.
No, yeah, we just. And you two kind of looks at the group and is just like, we must have the wrong information. We're sorry. It's hard to get a history of you guys.
Of course, forgiven, but do not bring up such matters, such fabrications. They anger me, and all I wish is to tend this garden and to give Avicii the perfect plants and animals for our home. It is a simple and noble mission. She kind of looks around for something to busy herself with and then does so.
Can I bring up the Valentine's Day picture?
You can. It's a bit of a gamble considering she seems like she was getting pretty irritated. It's up to you.
Yeah, you two's gonna go. Sally, we don't want to take up any more of your time. Which way is the exit? We were kind of following Juniper, and they brought us to you.
To the south. She points.
If you want to, we're getting pizzas ordered because we are severely lacking food. We already asked Sugar Ray, but you're more than welcome to stop by too.
Yeah, pizza party.
I don't know what pizza is, but if you require sustenance, it can be found in this garden.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we can always come back for another trip, but I think Rich ordered those pizzas already, so we'll have that first.
What kind of food
Thank
do
you.
you have here?
Fruits, vegetables, and of course meat.
Well, I'm not sure which of the fruits and vegetables would try to eat my hand. The pizza's much safer and I think you'd like it.
I do not know what pizza is. It sounds simplistic.
Just come over and try it. You'll probably like it.
She shakes her head. I have a rather sophisticated palate.